would you just explain the last month for yourself, just the way camp started to then getting the opportunity you got last week and now having another one Saturday to potentially cement yourself on the starting five?
I would just say it's been kind of like a roller coaster and a mix of emotions for me. From going from 2 or right tackle, 3 right tackle to go to second right guard, and I'm starting right now. It's a lot about season opportunity. So that's one thing I'm looking forward to doing this weekend.
Who or what do you lean on when you go through a month like you've had?
Like I said in past interviews, it's always my fiance. She's my rock right now. She's holding up a lot for me right now, and I really I'm really grateful for her.
Is it hard for her?
I wouldn't think so. But, yeah.
Within your game, what do you think suits the right guard position?
In my game?
Yeah.
Physicality. It's like you have a dude right there, right now, instead of all this space. Like you have all at tackle, you have a lot of time to think about what's going to happen and a lot of space to do whatever technique you're thinking about. And at guard, it's happening a lot quicker, very fast.
Have you practiced there at any point in your past 5, 6, 7, 8 years?
Oklahoma State. It was about my redshirt freshman year. I was a 6th man, so I had some games at guard, at left guard, right guard, and that's really about it.
Obviously, you played a preseason game 3 days into changing positions. How much more comfortable do you feel now?
A lot more comfortable than I was when I started because I actually had more reps under my belt, and I'm starting to learn all the tendencies, all the consistency I need to have to be a guard instead of a tackle.
You've talked a couple times about what's required in terms of the differences about how it's in the phone booth now versus being outside. But in terms of the actual playbook, how much of an adjustment is it for you to have to learn what the responsibilities on a given play are for a guard versus the tackle? Or is that just something as a tackle, you know what everyone's doing up front?
Well, ultimately the goal is to make sure everybody knows every call throughout the whole way. But understanding that the guard has different calls at certain situations and certain runs and pass. A lot of the things I have to deal with his eyes and having to understand where's the defense lining up and everything, and being able to communicate with your tackle, tell them where's the mic, and understanding blitz looks and everything like that.
In the spring, some of the coaches told us, I think it was Coach Eberflus, that they were going to tinker with this idea potentially to move you to guard, and that was during mini camp. Were they telling you about that back then, that might be somewhere they wanted to experiment with you?
No, they didn't mention it until they called me the night before, telling me I was going to go to guard the next day.
Do you expect to be the starting right guard for the Bears on September 11th? Is it your job to lose?
That's kind of like a set-up question.
What's that?
That's kind of like a headline question right there. I don't know. I'm never one to be this is mine. I'm never one like that, because it just sets for bad chemistry throughout the whole team. I just don't believe in that.
What do you think you need to do though to win that job? Would you say?
Just keep being physical. Just no MAs, don't mess up, and just trust myself.
I imagine that so much what you learn at any position on the offensive line is about subtle movements and small little things. Mm-hmm. Are you at the point at right guard where you know the base stuff enough that you can start doing those little subtle movements, or are you still kind of building that up?
I know what you're talking about, but yeah, I feel like I'm still in the base, the basis of it. Still learning how to tweak what we need to do on certain people in certain situations right now. And as I get more reps and get more comfortable, that's when I'll start progressing in that. Like you said, start doing other things and start being, yeah.
Teven, some of your teammates have said that you're such a nice guy off the field, super nice, really easygoing, and then you just get very physical once you're on the field. Does that switch go off for you? How do you manage that?
It's probably ever since I was a kid. It's my mom used to tell me all this stuff. I need to treat people all the same, have utmost respect. It's actually an emotional day for me because today is her day. She passed, and it's a little hard for me to talk about it.
There was a play last week against the Seahawks where they came down on like a double A-gap look with the linebackers, and then the linebacker didn't end up coming. It looked like you and Larry handled it very well, shifting to the outside instead. Was that just an example? Do you know what play I'm talking about?
Can you say it one more time? Sorry.
So they came in like a mug look with both A-gaps covered with linebackers, and then the linebacker ended up not blitzing.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys shifted, both you and Larry seemed to shift correctly out to the, just to the guys to the right of yourself instead of inside. Just how naturally did that come? Because that's sort of a test for somebody playing a right guard for the first time, knowing which guy to block. How easily did that come to you?
Very easy, because I had a center like Sam, tell me the right mic point, so I know I trust in his mic. And after that, it's just do your job. And it's just coming out the ball real fast and hard, and just being able to just do that.
So you don't want to say that the starting right tackle job is yours, but do you feel ready for that job given how new you are to it?
The starting right guard job?
Yeah.
You said right tackle.
You know what I mean, right guard.
Ultimately, yes, in my mind, I would like to think, yeah.
Yeah, a couple more, another thing people always, the coaches and players that we've talked to, one of the first things they say about you in terms of learning this position is that you're really smart. Has that been something, A, do you agree with that? And B, is that something that you use throughout your football career, your smarts?
I would like to assume that I am, yes. But I feel like, yeah, my IQ and football IQ about things has helped me throughout I've been. And one thing that really helped me, like I feel like in high school I didn't have that much football IQ. And then when I got to college, Zach Crabtree, he took me in under his wing. Like he was like a mentor to me. He was a right tackle at the time. And I think he's at USC right now being an assistant online coach. But the things he taught me really elevated my mind about thinking about how defenses play and how they work and how they like basically live. Like it's like a living organism really as a defense. And that opened my mind to more possibilities than, oh, wow, he's just a 3 tech. Okay, it doesn't mean nothing. So a lot of other things to think about.
Teven, how have you been able to kind of keep the roller coaster of emotions and everything that's gone over the last month? How have you kept that compartmentalized to be able to not take it on the field with you?
For me, I just sit there and do like an internal search for myself and say, this is my career, this is my life right here. I have to take hold of it the way I have to and better myself and not let the outside noise affect me.
When you talk about season opportunity with like you moving to right guard, do you have to view it, because I know Coach Eberflus told us that there's still competition on the O-line. Do you view that as the season opportunity, whether I'm here or potentially somewhere else?
Ultimately, any film is good to film, so no matter if I'm going to be here or if it matter or however, I know you guys know the trade rumors, all that stuff, and wherever that may be, I'm trying to get good film and be the best player I can be for myself. And hopefully right now, it's for the Chicago Bears.